And welcome back to Let's Play Gabriel Knight 1, Sins of the Fathers. I'm your long player, Wodball, W-O-D-B-A-L-L. Wow, it's been such a long time since I spelled it out for you guys. And I am back and recording at 30 frames per second. Now, isn't that amazing? That's freaking amazing. It really is. Maybe for everyone else it isn't, but I like recording in a pretty high quality video. Anyway, let's head back in and restore the game and head to start of day 4. Now, since it's been a few weeks, days since I've played this, let's remember what happened. So, at the beginning of day 4, Gabriel went and did something naughty to Molly Getty. Grace doesn't seem very happy. And, oh, yes, there was that article.
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed Veve. It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810.
So, from last time, Grace had given us a newspaper clipping from the research that she had done, telling us that, oh no, the Veve has been around. Veve has been seen before in 1810, versus now, which is 1993, in Gabriel's time. Let's see. We'll always need to start off the day by reading the newspaper.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle? They never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
So, I guess that means that Gabriel screwed out of a book. Ah. So what do we do now? I guess we better talk to Mosley.
I've got some things I need to do.
See ya!
I'm gonna head over to the police station and give Mosley a piece of my mind. Close the case? Why? Why? Gabriel gets on his motorcycle and goes vroom! There we go. Here's a tip that I picked up from years of playing this game. If you just press operate or open on the door, Mosley's door, you don't have to click operate or open on the swinging door. It does it automatically.
Hey. It's you, God help me. Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The voodoo murders case has been closed. I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch. Can I ask you about some stuff? You're the writer. Ask away.
Okay. Let's ask him first about...
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
The case? What case? I told you, the voodoo murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
Okay. Since it doesn't seem like Gabriel's very enthusiastic about writing about something else, can we reopen the case?
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Yeah, the beauty of cutting and recutting. So, as Mosley so eloquently pointed out, we need 3 things. We need to prove that there is a cult, a voodoo cult in New Orleans. We need to prove that they're a threat. We need to give them a lead of some kind. Say we can give them some, but we'd best leave for now. I'm sure we'll eventually come up with that information
I'll be
soon,
seeing you.
Won't we?
Ciao, baby.
Oh, this has been a very frustrating day for Gabriel so far, isn't it? What to do, 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 what to do. Huh. Well, let's go to Napoleon House, since there's been some stuff that we need to go over and pick up, right? We asked Sam to do something with that cast.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like
Isn't
fun.
the federal
Good
deficit
luck.
in the trillions right now?
Kidding?
Or something
my
like
middle
that?
name.
Wow, he must have a really big mattress to have that much money stuffed under it. I'm sure it's a figure of speech, but that's nice. So we have a copy of that bracelet that Kazunu had.
Sam's replica of Madame Kazunu's snake bracelet looks just like the original.
Let's just avoid the, I don't know, it just seems kind of far-fetched that he was able to get all of that from one mold. It's not as if Gabriel molded the top of it either. It's like he molded the bottom and then he molded... Oh, maybe he did. I couldn't see. It's pretty low-res stuff. Anyway, we've got it. Let's head out.